Hi, my name is Salah Zain. My presentation's topic for this week is the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is a broad term used to describe devices, sensors, and everyday items which are not ordinarily considered to be computers, but which have internet connectivity and computing capability. These objects include consumer goods, car, trucks, industrial components, and collection of devices working together to create new concepts such as smart cities and smart homes. These objects collect data from their surrounding which are then transmitted and remotely analyzed to create new insight, deliver services and control other items. It is projected that there will be 100 billion connected IoT devices by 2025. The potential for tremendous growth, innovation, application, and services is testament to the open nature of the Internet's architectures and design, which does not place limit on the kind of devices or services that can connect to it. There remain significant challenges associated with the IoT which must be addressed in order for technology to reach its full potential. These challenges include the issue of security, privacy, interoperability, and standard, as well as regulatory and right issues and the readiness of emerging economies to adopt it. So what is the key considerations? The concept of connecting objects and items to the internet is not new. The first everyday items to be controlled over the internet emerged in the early 1990s and set a stage for today's Internet of Things. How many people and institutions interact with the internet in their personal, social, and economics lives is changing. This Internet of Things may represent a shift in how users engage with and are impacted by internet. For example, today's internet experience is largely characterized by users actively downloading and generating content through their computer and smartphone. But this may be about to change. Many Internet of Things devices are designed to operate in the background. These devices send and receive data on a user's behalf with little human intervention or even awareness. Others are designed to control objects and physical assets in the world, such as vehicle, building, or to monitor human behavior. It is projected that there will be 100 billion connected IoT devices by 2025. If the projection or trend about the IoT become reality, we would be wise to consider the implication of a world in which the most common interaction with the internet comes from passive engagement with connected objects rather than active engagement with the content. For example, governments may want to ensure that their policies keep pace with this rapidly changing environment. While the Internet of Things is not a particularly new idea from a technical perspective, the growth and maturity of the Internet of Things will present both new benefits and new challenges that will require shifts in policy approaches and strategies. Privacy and data security policies should be considered that reflect how the technology is evolving and its potential impact on users. Policies that promote internet infrastructure, the efficient use of wireless spectrum, data center development, and empowerment and choice are critical to the evolution of the Internet of Things. Other policy areas may also benefit from a review. Internet of Things devices will likely touch most aspects of our lives and are likely to be installed in our homes, workplaces, schools, hospitals, and other public spaces privacy privacy, data security, healthcare, transportation and technology, and innovation policies will likely be impacted. So a number of challenges need to be addressed in order to the Internet of Things potential benefit to individuals, societies, and economies to be fully realized. One of them is security. Internet of Things device present new and unique security challenges. A collaborative approach to IoT security will be needed to develop effective and appropriate solutions that are well suited to the scale and complexity of the issues. Devices and services with weak security or vulnerable to cyber attacks can expose user data to theft because an increasing number of IoT devices online increase the number of potential security vulnerabilities. This is a key IoT challenge to be addressed. Ensuring lifetime security in IoT products and services must be a fundamental priority to maintain overall user trust in this technology. Users need to trust the IoT devices and related data services are secure, especially and they become more pervasive and integrated into our daily lives. The second one is privacy. The ability to collect, analyze, and transform data drives much of the values of IoT devices and services. However, this data can be used to paint detailed and invasive profiles of users. This raises concerns about a potential increase in surveillance and tracking, and the amount of sensitive data that can be collected by devices operating our home, businesses, and public environments. Sometimes these devices collect data about individuals without their knowledge or informed consent. IoT devices that collected data about people is one of jurisdiction may transmit the data to the another jurisdiction. For the data storage or processing challenges can arise if the data collected is deemed to be personal or sensitive and is subjected to data protection laws in multiple jurisdictions, enabling cross-border data flows that protects privacy and promote legal certainty for users. And IoT services providers will be key to promoting the global growth of the IoT. The third one is interoperability and standards. Today's marketplace offers a variety of technical approaches to the IoT. Some companies see strategies advantage to developing priorities ecosystems, while others are developing their own approaches because common technologies do not yet exist. A wide range of companies, industry groups, and researchers are working on approaches that create great IoT in interoperability and standards. The Internet Society believed that greater interoperability and the use of generic, open, voluntary, and widely available standards as a technical building blocks for IoT devices and services will support greater users' benefit, innovation, and economic opportunity. The fourth one is regulatory, legal, and rights issues. The rapid rate of change in IoT technology could outpace the ability of associated policy, legal, and regulatory structures to adapt. For example, if someone is harmed as a result of an IoT device's actions or inaction, who is responsible? The answer is often complicated, and its many instances there is no enough case law to support a position. IoT devices also raise potential human right concerns regarding the priva- pervasiveness of social monitoring, the secondary uses of data by the government, and access the data from present IoT devices by law enforcement or as evidence illegal actions, among other challenging issues. Given the broad nature of IoT regulatory and policy challenging, a collaborative governance approach to policy development that relies on input and participation by a range of stakeholders is needed for the best outcome. The fifth one is emerging economy and development issues. The IoT holds significant promise for delivering social and economic benefit to emerging and developing economics in areas such as sustainable agriculture, water quality and use, healthcare, climate monitoring, and environment management. However, developing regions present unique challenges related to the deployment, growth, implementation, or use of technology. These challenges include the deployment of inadequate internet and basic communication infrastructures in rural and remote areas, incentive for investment, and local participation in the development of IoT solutions. So we can come up to the conclusion that today we see billions of Internet of Things devices are already connected to the Internet and transforming our lives. However, the recent confluence of key technologies and market trends is ushering in new reality for the Internet of Things, with some seen on the horizon a fully interconnected smart world with relationship between object and people and object and their environment becoming more tightly intertwined. While the potential benefits are significant, there are serious challenges that must be addressed so that we can maximize the benefit while reducing the risk, particularly in the areas of security, privacy, interoperability, and standards, legal, regulatory, and right issues, and the inclusion of emerging economies. The Internet of Things involves a complex and evolving set of technological, social, and policy considerations which requires input from a diverse set of stakeholders. Finding solution will thus require informed engagement, dialogue, and collaboration across a range of stakeholders to plot the most effective ways forward.